After 249 days, we welcome you back to Pete Matthews Coliseum here in Jacksonville, Alabama for Gamecock women's basketball. Here on YouTube Live, the Gamecocks getting set to kick off their 2023-24 campaign with a Kids Education Day game against Montevallo here at the Pete. I'm Logan Maddox. I'll be with you for today's action here in Calhoun County. Gamecocks taking on the Falcons for the second year in a row in a season opening exhibition after winning a tight one last year, 69-64. For head coach Rick Petrie, beginning his 11th season as head coach of the Gamecocks. He's joined on the coaching staff by 11th year assistant Eric Wise and a couple of newcomers in Destiny Thomas and Kayvon Towns. Several returners from last year's squad that went 16-14 secured yet another winning season for Jacksonville State, led by fourth-year starting senior Kiera Griffin, the 6-foot forward out of Birmingham, who is not listed in the starting lineup today, has battled some injuries in preseason, but we're expecting her to be good to go for the season opener on Monday next week against Auburn. Would still expect to see her in action today, just not in the starting lineup. She's one of the key contributors that is coming back for the Gamecocks. Fellow senior returner Madison McCoy out there, a couple of talented juniors in Shaquise May and Brianna Rhodes, and then also sophomore Brooklyn McDaniel, the Cleburne County product. She's back after a promising freshman season for Jacksonville State. On the other side, you look for Montevallo, a team that lost by just 5 in this exact game last season. They bring back a lot of key contributors. They've got A.K. Eastman back. You remember her from last year. Marissa Snodgrass, senior from Hazel Green, who has continued to get better, one of the best scorers in the Gulf South Conference. They added a pretty good freshman, too, in Callie Smallwood, the Susan Moore standout, who was recruited by several Division II and NAIA programs, decided to stay in the home state and is suiting up as a Falcon. Expect to see her in this one as well. As a matter of fact, she's getting the start. We'll have the starting lineups for both sides. One note for the Falcons, they are coached by a new head coach. Gary Van Atta was at the helm in Shelby County for a long, long time, but Olivia Chapman taking over was named head coach in the offseason. She's joined by Shelby Beam Pace, first-year assistant for the Falcons out of the Gulf South Conference in Division II. The first official home game for Jacksonville State will be November 17th against Alabama Huntsville, but the first chance to see them at home today here in the Kids Education Day game. Got 600-some kids out here at the Pete, and they are making some noise. Should be a fun one, and we thank you for tuning in with us on this Wednesday morning in Jacksonville, Alabama. Cocky out, the Pete is packed, and we're about set for basketball. Jacksonville State will be wearing white jerseys for this matchup. They'll have their new Jack State logo on the front, red letters and black trim. Montevallo wearing their nice road black unis with Montevallo in script on the chest. It's purple letters and white trim around the letters and numbers.
And your Jacksonville State University Gamecocks.
As always with these Kids Education Day games, the home court advantage is definite. And the starters getting set to be announced.
Number 4, A.K. Eastman.
Anna Catherine Eastman back another year with the Falcons. She's getting the start. And the other talented scorer on this team, the Hazel Green alum, Marissa Snodgrass out there. Isabel Grimes will follow. She's a guard out of Harnett, Kentucky. After that, it's Laisha Steger. And then Callie Smallwood, the freshman from Bluntsville, making her first collegiate start and getting her first college action as a member of the Falcons.
And now, Gamecock fans, get on your feet and let's meet the starting five for your Jack State Gamecocks. At guard,
the starters for the Gamecocks.
Number 5, Elsie.
One of the newcomers to this program, the JUCO transfer Elsie Harris, getting the start today.
From Montgomery, number 10, Brianna
Rhodes, a third-year Gamecock, the junior from Montgomery. Big offseason, she gets the start today.
Number 13,
Crystal Asen next up, the JUCO transfer from Arizona Western.
Knoxville, Tennessee, number 15, Madison
We'll see Madison McCoy as well, the Knoxville, Tennessee native, and the senior, third season in Jacksonville. And Brooklyn McDaniel next up, sophomore who had a very, very good freshman season for the Red and White. Gamecocks in their huddle, Falcons in their huddle, breaking it down and getting set for an exhibition to open the 2023-24 season. Should be a fun one today. One of the better programs in the Gulf South Conference, some new faces for them. But all in all, a team that has had success in recent years. And then for Jacksonville State, the model of consistency in the OVC into the A-Sun and now moving into Conference USA this year. 11th year under head coach Rick Petrie and his staff. What can they do against Montevallo to open the year? Jumping at the line for the Gamecocks will be number 10, Brianna Rhodes, the Carver Montgomery alumni, and then going up against her is Steger. Referee takes it to the center of the floor, and the tip is won by the Falcons and immediately stolen by Jacksonville State. Crystal Asen with a steal as we just get underway, gives it off to Elsie Harris. They swing it top of the key to Brianna Rhodes. Three-pointer for Brooklyn McDaniel will not go. She got a pass on the wing, rebounded though by Madison McCoy. Gamecocks still with it. McCoy on the right side of the floor, passes beyond the arc to McDaniel, and she traveled. Brooklyn took an extra step. And that gives it over to the purple and black, the Montevallo Falcons. Didn't have the season they were hoping for last year, and the last year under Coach Van Atta, but it's a new era under head coach Olivia Chapman. They go inside, Marissa Snodgrass, layup, and won't go, but she gets her own rebound. Initially it went to Madison McCoy, but fought for it hard. She passes, and another shot won't go. That time they gave it off to the freshman Isabel Grimes. She missed the layup and then got called for a foul trying to get it back. So the Gamecocks will have it. First foul of the season goes against Isabel Grimes. And Jack State back with the ball. It's Elsie Harris bringing it up. Transferred in this offseason from Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. Here's Madison McCoy on the outside. She passes back to Harris. Three-pointer from the wing. Got it! She called backboard, and it's 3-0 Jacksonville State. On the other end, the Falcons with a mid-range jumper, and it is buried. Number 4, Anna Catherine Eastman, makes it 3-2. Eastman, a senior, and finally, just a junior. So getting ahead of myself, seems like she has been around for a long time with Montevallo. Played at Coleman High School. On the other end, a long two from Brianna Rhodes. That one won't go near the baseline. Rebound taken, though, by Brooklyn McDaniel. Callie Smallwood all over her in defense. They give it to a cutting Madison McCoy. Jumper, edge of the lane, no good, but a foul. Whistle blew at the very end of that play, and Jacksonville State will have two free ones with Madison McCoy.
Stepping in the line for the Gamecocks, number 15, Madison McCoy.
McCoy, third season in Calhoun County, transfer from Walters State Community College, a native of Knoxville, Tennessee. Had a good first season as the first free throw is missed. Last year didn't have as much of an impact in the score sheet, but was very talented defensively. She's put in a lot of work this offseason. We're expecting a big jump from her in her senior campaign. She'll make the second one, nothing but nylon, and it's 4-2 Gamecocks with 8:15 and ticking in the first quarter. Smallwood straight away, goes left side to Grimes, fellow freshman. Now back to Smallwood on the right side. Passing quickly, trying to get this man-to-man defense off balance for Jack State. They go down low, and Steger's layup misses, rebounded by Rhodes. Madison McCoy on the other end, wide open is Crystal Asen. She won't try the three, she'll dribble around. Kick it opposite corner to Brooklyn McDaniel. She had room, but they'll keep the play running, and now reset as they pass near half court to Elsie Harris. Harris played at BC Rain High School in Mobile. Back outside, three from Asen, and it's off the backboard. It's going to go off the foot of Brooklyn McDaniel and out of bounds. Montevallo basketball. If you're just joining us, 4-2 Jacksonville State, about a quarter of the way through the first quarter. Only basket for the Gamecocks, a 3-ball by Elsie Harris. Her first shot at Jack State goes in. And a free throw for Madison McCoy. Layup for A.K. Eastman, the only points in this one. They go to Callie Smallwood, 3 in the corner. She knocks it down, and Montevallo leads it 5-4. We've seen threes made in this building before by Smallwood, the Susan Moore standout. Seen her play many regional games here, and she puts the Falcons on top. Gamecocks looking to respond as Madison McCoy's got it. Passes in the corner, wide open 3, and Elsie Harris has got too much on this one. Goes right to Brianna Rhodes, though. Her putback 2 is short. And Montevallo comes out of the scuffle with it. It's Marissa Snodgrass taking it on the other end. 3-ball, and that one's off the rim. Had a good look on that shot, had some room, but it goes to Crystal Asen on the rebounds. Asen a long way from home in Jacksonville, out of Tacoma, Washington. Back to Elsie Harris, and another long ball that she can't connect on. 1-point Montevallo lead, back to the Falcons in transition. It's Grimes. Straight away, this is Steger, a 3, and she hits it. Back-to-back baskets by Montevallo, 8-4 they lead it on a couple of three-pointers, a 6-0 run over the last minute. Gamecocks down 2 possessions at home against a feisty Montevallo team. Madison McCoy from long range, no, putback, yes. Crystal Asen down low, got the rebound and makes it. Lays it in easily off the glass to make it 8-6. 5:50 and ticking, first quarter of play here at Pete Matthews Coliseum in Jacksonville. Grimes outside, and a charge is called. She was driving the right side of that paint, kicked it out at the last moment, but the defender with their feet set. And a foul against Grimes. That's her second, and she will check out. Have a few subs in for both teams. Looks like Samaya Steele, the Alabama State transfer for Jack State, comes in along with Maya Barnes and Asia Barclay. Barnes and Barclay both JUCO products from Shelton State. We'll have those subs for Montevallo momentarily. They give it to Crystal Asen, a 3 for the lead. No good, rebounded by McDaniel though, and her putback goes. B-Mac, right place, right time. It's 8-all. Looks like the only change for Montevallo was bringing out Grimes and bringing in Michaela Gordon, a junior from McCalla. 5:19 to go in the first quarter. They pass it into Eastman on the wing. She gets around Asen. Defense comes in to help. Might have missed a travel. Outside, it's Snodgrass in and out on the 3. And it's rebounded by Asia Barclay, the former Anniston Lady Bulldog who won a state title at AHS. In transition, here's Crystal Asen. And again, a 3 falls short. Gamecocks living from beyond the arc early in this game. Back over to Michaela Gordon. Passes to Snodgrass. Now in the corner they go for Eastman. She'll drive, and her shot in traffic rolls in. Had 2 defenders on her, both 3 inches or more taller. Made the shot anyway, and it's 10-8 Montevallo. 4:35 in the first quarter. Maya Barnes had it stripped, ball on the floor, and Callie Smallwood's got it. It's a jump ball. Barnes had it poked out. It's caught by Callie Smallwood. That takes us to the media timeout. 4:29 to go in the first quarter. 10-8 Montevallo on top. And we're back with you. 4:29 to go in the first quarter of play here at Pete Matthews Coliseum. It's Montevallo 10 and Jacksonville State 8. The Division II Falcons from right down the road in Metro Birmingham on top by a field goal. As we come back from the media timeout here in the first period, they've got it. Following the jump ball, they go down low to Steger. She collects it after losing it, tries to throw it back to a teammate, and it's going to be a backcourt violation the other way. They tried to get it to her down low underneath the basket. Kind of led her a bit too far. She caught it before it went out of bounds, tried to throw it away to save it, but instead threw it too far, and Jacksonville State will have it on the right side of the floor. And it goes to Samaya Steele. She also played at Hazel Green High School, part of a fantastic program in that Metro Huntsville area. Go to Crystal Asen down the right side. She'll spin. Jump pass in the corner. This is Brooklyn McDaniel. Drives in through traffic and makes a layup. Heflin's own Brooklyn McDaniel ties it up. Her second made shot. She's got 4 points, and it's 10-10. Back to Montevallo. On the left corner, they get it to Smallwood, the freshman. Straight away to Gordon. Now to the right side, they go to Eastman. Quick passing team, very similar to Jack State. Here's Smallwood. Three ball goes in and out. Tried it straight away, and it goes to Samaya Steele. Steele on the other end, kicks it to Barnes. And that shot won't go, not the best looking three, but a putback. Asia Barclay down low. Like old times, the two former Lady Buccaneers making it work, and Jack State on top again. It's 12-10. Coming out of that timeout, a 4-0 run for Jack State. They've made 4 of their last 5 shots. Here's a spin from Callie Smallwood, and her mid-range floater is good. We're tied up. Callie Smallwood, 5 points. Most of anybody in this game. Under 3 minutes to go in this first period. Barclay passes it off to Brooklyn McDaniel. She'll walk it top of the key. Now left side to Maya Barnes. Barnes spinning against Smallwood, partially deflected, gets her own rebound, put back no good. Another try, she gets another rebound, and then a foul on the floor. It's a hard day's work going up against the 5'9" freshman Smallwood. Maya Barnes getting her first action for Jack State today. And a sub checking in for both sides, Jazz Spencer, the JUCO transfer guard, in for Jack State. And it looks like coming in for Montevallo will be number 12. That is Ramey Reed. Samaya Steele, the sizable point guard on the right side. They get it to Jazz Spencer, and welcome to Jacksonville. Jasmine from straight away, the three is made, and it's 15-12. Layup no good on the other end from Marissa Snodgrass. Rebound to Barclay, and the Gamecocks back with it. Spencer passes on the other end to Samaya Steele. Jasmine Spencer was the NJCAA's leading scorer last year in the entire nation, averaged 26 points per game, scored 40 points per game multiple times, and had a 50-point game for Hillsborough Community College in Florida. Gamecocks called for a travel on the other end of the floor, and with 1:57 to go in the first period, it's back to Montevallo. They give it in, and it's tipped away. Stays with the Falcons. Jazz Spencer tried to undercut that route run by Marissa Snodgrass. Michaela Gordon to pass it in here. As you can tell, Jack State pressing on this inbound. Tight man-to-man. Running out of time, gets it into Snodgrass. Now the defense will back up a few steps. Hear the JSU chant here on this Kids Education Day game at Pete Matthews Coliseum. Give it to Gordon on the right side. Goes inside the arc. Now passes back outside to Reed. Reed is trapped. She throws it away, but Snodgrass will get to it. Spencer not there. She'll try the three as the time clock, or the shot clock, was going down, and she'll tie it. Maybe a bit of a lack of awareness that time by Spencer. Didn't realize the shot clock was going down, and a desperation heave finds its way into the goal. On the other end, Spencer buries a long two. 17-15, Jack State, a high-scoring first period. Left corner, this is Eastman. Leaps in the air and passes on the right wing to Snodgrass. She's been on fire early, and an offensive foul on the Falcons. A moving screen that time as they tried to move Jazz Spencer out of the way. That will be issued against number 1 for Montevallo. That is Sydney Jones, the JUCO forward out of Missouri City, Texas. 5'11", good size. Kiera Griffin checks in for the Gamecocks, a senior out of Ramsey High School. First time seeing her today. She passes it in. They go to Jasmine Spencer, and she finally misses. A three has too much on it. Rebounded by Montevallo, and a foul on the Gamecocks trying to get it back. That'll be issued against Asia Barclay. Kind of tripped up the Falcon that came away with a rebound in Sydney Jones. (17-15), 47.7 seconds to play in the first quarter. The Gamecocks are in the bonus for the final 3/4 of a minute. Snodgrass will bring it up, the speedy point guard. Just 3 points in this game. She's got it stolen away, plucked by Spencer. It goes to Kiera Griffin, and her layup no good on the other end. Got to make that one, nobody in front of her. Back to the Falcons. They pass down low to Jones. Lost it, but recovers. Has it in the paint and throws it away. Ball on the floor, and it looks like Samaya still had it, ripped away. It's still loose, and Brooklyn McDaniel has it. 3-on-2, numbers game in favor of Jack State. They go to Spencer. The floater is short and still alive, goes to the Falcons. 9 seconds to play. Down the right sideline, it's Eastman. 4 to go. Eastman falls, lost it, picked up by Spencer, and her heave is late. That'll do it for the first period. Entertaining first quarter to play comes to a close. It's a tight one, 17-15. Jack State on top of Montevallo. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the second in just a moment here on the Gamecock Sports Network. Back to the Gamecocks as we come back to play here at Pete Matthews Coliseum. Jacksonville State 17, Montevallo 15. A three ball from Kiera Griffin as we come back is no good. And a foul on the rebound. Looks like it is a shooting foul. That'll send Rachel Johnson to the free throw line. First foul against Michaela Gordon of Montevallo was on a putback by Rachel Johnson, the guard out of Eufaula. And the free throw in and out, can't make it in. Johnson, a Division I player before her time here in Jacksonville. She started at a JUCO in Florida, started at Chipola, then transferred, went to Wichita State for a year, and thought she had concluded her career rather at Georgia Southern a couple years ago. Spent last year as a coach down in Florida at a JUCO, but decided she wasn't done playing, and now she's in Jacksonville for another year. Montevallo on the other end, they drive it via number 14, Leisha Steger, and she makes a layup at 17-17. 9:22 to go until halftime. Kiera Griffin with it on the left wing. The senior swings one straight away to Johnson. Now down low to Elsie Harris, and she throws it away right to the Falcons. Elsie Harris knocks it away on the other end. It goes flying into the cheerleaders, but it will stay with Montevallo. Three ball, got it. And Montevallo takes the lead. Corner three from Marissa Snodgrass. Right off the inbound pass, they make it 20-17. 5 unanswered to start the quarter. All in right around a minute for the Falcons on the road here. They get it to Brianna Rhodes. She hits a jumper from right near the free throw line to make it 20-19. Expecting a big year this year from Rhodes, the forward from Montgomery, trying to fill the shoes, fill that role that Kennedy Gavin had a year ago. And a block down low by Crystal Asen. First time seeing what she can do defensively for Jacksonville State. Was an NJCAA first-team All-American last year at Arizona Western. And a blocking foul on the defense just after an inbounds pass from Montevallo. 8.5 to play in quarter number two. A 1-point lead for Montevallo. They'll pass it right underneath the goal. It's Snodgrass, a high pass. Beyond the arc, it's caught by Callie Smallwood, the freshman from Bluntsville. And they go left side, tipped and stolen. Stolen by Rachel Johnson. She'll give it to Asen, and it goes out of bounds. Had Asen wide open in the corner, and she couldn't corral it. Falcons back with it, 8:19 to go in the half. Smallwood with the honors, she'll throw it in. Bringing it up the court is Snodgrass. To the right side they go. Eastman now back left side. Three ball, in and out. Callie Smallwood nearly had another one, but it's rebounded by Madison McCoy. Up the left side to Harris, back to McCoy on the wing. Directing traffic, down low, it's Brianna Rhodes. And her jumper no good, then a foul away from the play on Crystal Asen. I think it was incidental contact that time by the junior out of Tacoma, Washington. Accidentally knocked over Isabel Grimes, who got up a little slow, but she's okay. Never feels good any time of the year, but especially early in the season to hit the deck like that. She gets up okay, catches the inbounds pass. They'll get around this press by the red and white. Goes to Snodgrass. She'll pause near the three-point line. Give it off to Isabel Grimes, and another tough collision, another foul on Asen. She tried to reject the shot. That was one thing that Coach Petrie's mentioned in the preseason about Crystal Asen. He's had to explain to her, you are an asset. You're a really good player offensively, defensively. We'd like to keep you on the floor, but you play such tough defense, you're going to have a lot of fouls called on you. So trying to get her more aware defensively of what she can do, what she can't do. Right side at Snodgrass. Beyond the arc to Smallwood. Now left side back to Eastman. She'll try a long one. And that one goes out of bounds. Not even close on that shot. Rare to see a miss that much off the mark by Anna Catherine Eastman. They're showing a replay of that foul on Crystal Asen. And maybe a bit of a hip check. She got all ball, but wondering if that's what the foul was called on. Tough to get that second one on Asen, although she stays in the game. They get it in the corner to Madison McCoy. Gamecocks trying to retake the lead, down by a point. 7 minutes to go in the half. The corner, they go. It's a three ball for Rachel Johnson, no good. And the rebound goes to Montevallo's Callie Smallwood. Again, they break the press, getting up the floor to Eastman. Left side to Grimes. Grimes, freshman. Long shot, and the same result as the last one. Looks a little dejected as she sends that one into the cheerleaders. 20-19, it stays. She'll jog off, and they'll bring back in number 12 for the Falcons, Ramey Reed, the freshman from Hayden, Alabama. 6:40 to go, second quarter of play. Samaya Steele was a two-time Miss Basketball selection here in the state of Alabama. They go to Rachel Johnson, and another long ball that they cannot connect on. A lot of misses early in this game for Jack State, now 2 of 10 from 3. And speaking of threes, Marissa Snodgrass with another one. She's up to 9 points, almost double that of the next closest scorer. It's 23-19, another 4-point lead for Montevallo. The Gamecocks have not scored in almost 3 minutes of game action. Looking to end that streak here with Samaya Steele. To the right side they go, Shaquise May. In and out. Rebounded down low by Johnson. Putback is good. First bucket as a Gamecock by Rachel Johnson. Makes it 23-21. Montevallo on the other end. Eastman, no look pass to Snodgrass on the wing. Steele in her face on defense. Gets around her, and a foul on Steele before the shot. She made the layup working against the sophomore. Samaya Steele, a heralded high school player. There's always that transition from high school basketball to college basketball, especially at the D1 level. She started last year, had some greatness in spurts at Alabama State, but looking to get that more consistently in Jacksonville. And immediately off the inbounds pass, a shooting foul that's going to send Reed to the free throw line. Foul called on number 10, Brianna Rhodes. That is the second personal foul on the junior, and she'll check out. Maya Barnes comes back in. Under 5.5 to go in the quarter. The freshman with her first free throw try. No good. First trip to the free throw line today for the Falcons. Jacksonville State, on the other hand, is 1 for 4 at the line. And she hits the second part of those 2 free throws. It's 24-21. Samaya Steele past half court. Gives it off to Shaquise May, the Atlanta native. And it can't bank in. Rebound, though, to Maya Barnes. Back to May. Bit closer this time, and nothing but net. Gamecocks have cut it to a 1-point deficit, 24-23. And another foul on the other end. Montevallo is in the bonus, and we're not even halfway through this second quarter. Foul called. Couldn't tell quite who the foul was on. It's going to send Snodgrass to the line for 2. We'll tell you who the foul was on as soon as we get it. It looks like it was on McDaniel. Freebie is good from Snodgrass. She's hit double digits, 10 points, and it's 25-23. Has 3 rebounds as well, and make it 11 points after that free throw. 3-point game, 26-23. Maya Barnes straight away, 3 ball, rims out, and it goes to Smallwood. Hands it off to Snodgrass. She'll bring it up the floor. 4:45 to play until halftime. Down low, and it's stolen. They threw it right to Madison McCoy. To McDaniel. She'll break the timeline. Goes to Samaya Steele. Now inside the paint to McCoy, who had it stripped out of bounds. It'll be Gamecock basketball when we return this media timeout. 4 minutes and 32 seconds to go in the second quarter. Jacksonville State trails at 26-23. Evidently they called that foul just before the media timeout, a shooting foul, so a couple of free throws for Madison McCoy, who went 1 for 2 her first trip. Trying to cut into a 3-point deficit, 26-23, 4:32 to go in the first half. And the first one is good. McCoy knocks it down. She had struggled at times last year at the line. Offense wasn't there for most of the year for McCoy, but a player that has worked very hard. He's got good potential and great leader in this locker room for the Gamecocks. She goes 2 for 2 this time. It's 26-25. Jack State looking for a stop. Grimes brought it up the floor. They pass right side to Snodgrass, and a foul looked like away from the play as they were looking to get it to number 14. That'd be Reed. Rather Steger, and they'll send Steger to the line. It's Alicia Steger there. Montevallo's in the bonus. 4:24 to go here in the first half. First free throw's got too much on it, and it will stay a one-possession game here. Montevallo shooting 47% from the field in this game and 80% from the line after that make. 27-25 the score. McDaniel, top of the key to McCoy. Madison spins in the paint, jumper, no good. And too much on the rebound. It's free throws the other way. This time it'll be Ramey Reed at the line. Second foul on McCoy, and she will come out. Kiera Griffin checks in. Fourth-year starter out of Birmingham. We'll see what Ramey Reed can do here. Reed 1 for 2 her first trip. She's got 1 point and 3 rebounds in this game. Free throw no good. 27-25, the second free throw. 0 for 2. Rebound falls to Maya Barnes. The Carver High School alumni gives to Samaya Steele, and here come the Gamecocks. To May, now left side on the wing for Griffin. Tried to go to McDaniel, she fell down and kept it alive. Somehow throws it over to Samaya Steele, back to McDaniel. Brooklyn takes it herself, layup, partially deflected, gets her own rebound, put back, no good. Another try, and this time Maya Barnes is fouled. Sent to the floor that time by Reed. First foul on her, and that'll send Barnes to the charity stripe. Maya Barnes, a junior college teammate of Asia Barkley, and a high school teammate of Brianna Rhodes. First one spins all the way around the rim and falls out. Trying to make it a 1-point game with this one. And it's off the front of the rim, but rebound goes to the Gamecocks. Shaquise May to Samaya Steele. The point guard will run the play. Left wing, they swing it to McDaniel. Now straight away, a 3 for Griffin. Off to the right. And lost out of bounds by Montevallo. Maya Barnes had it momentarily, popped out of her hands. Might have been tipped out by the Falcons. Ramey Reed. 3.5 to play in the second quarter. In the corner, they find Shaquise May, had it stripped, and it's pulled away. Steger with a steal. They throw it on the near side to Isabel Grimes. Grimes past half court. Left side, it's Snodgrass. Screen is set. Doesn't help as May's still in her face. Left side to Ramey Reed, driving down low. Shot, no good. And rebounded by Jack State, Kiera Griffin. Griffin, the only returning starter this year. They go in the corner, and the 3 no good from Shaquise May off the rim. Back to Grimes, stops at the free throw line and throws it to nobody. It's going to come to the near side, but picked up in the corner by the Falcons. On the opposite side of the floor in the corner, it's Grimes. On the wing to Snodgrass. Junior from Hazel Green's got it. Pressured. Gives to the freshman Reed. Now back to Snodgrass. 3 on the clock. She'll put up a desperation heave. It's off the rim, and it rolls out of bounds off the arm of Steger. Gamecocks will get it back, down by 2, 2:24 to go in the half. It'll be Kiera Griffin to toss it in to Elsie Harris. Looks like Jazz Spencer has also checked in for Coach Petrie and the staff. Harris, straight away to Barkley, right side pass, 3 from Spencer. And the Gamecocks retake the lead. Ends a 2-minute scoring drought. Jacksonville State leads it now 28-27. We'll step aside, come back out of this timeout. 30-second break, 2:13 to go in the half. Quick break is over. Falcons have it, down by 1. Gamecocks pressing on the inbounds. Jazz Spencer step for step with Anna Catherine Eastman. Gets up past half court on the right side. She'll pass it, now gets it back. Immediately from Snodgrass. She'll find her teammate on the near side of the floor, working against Elsie Harris. Down low they go. This is Steger, and it's stolen. Plucked away by Elsie Harris. The point guard from Mobile loses it herself on the other end, just lost the dribble, and scooped up by Montevallo. Isabel Grimes, other end layup, too hard. Tried to get one past Kiera Griffin, rebounded by the Gamecocks. Wide open is Brooklyn McDaniel. She'll split around the defense, and her layup is banked in. Beautiful play in transition there by McDaniel, working around a couple of Falcons, and it's 30-27. This might be the biggest lead for Jack State. It is. And almost a lead no more as the three-pointer from Marissa Snodgrass narrowly misses, but rebounded by the Falcons. They get a wide open look from Eastman, and hers is too hard, too much on it, and out of bounds on the other end in front of the Jack State bench. 1:01 to play in the first half, 30-27. Gamecocks leading in this exhibition. Harris on the far side. Barkley straight away, a handoff to Spencer, back to Harris, was left unguarded. Drives down low, gives it off to a wide open Maya Barnes, misses the first one, misses the second one. And rebound taken by Eastman. 40 seconds to play in the half, about a 13-second difference between the shot and game clocks. They go to Grimes on the wing, McDaniel in her face. Top of the key to Reed. The Hayden native loses it. Went down low, but corralled by Snodgrass. So a wide open Steger, and it's a one-point game. 30-29. Shot clock is off. 15 seconds to play as Elsie Harris crosses the timeline. Going to bleed this clock all the way down. They'll start the play with 10 seconds to go. Hand off to Spencer on the wing. Looking left, gives it to McDaniel. 4 seconds to play. She stops out in the corner. 3 from Harris off the rim, and that'll do it for the first half. A tight 20 minutes to start this one in Jacksonville. At the break, it's Jacksonville State 30, Montevallo 29. Stay with us. We'll come back with the second half in just a bit here on the Gamecocks Sports Network. We are back with you here on the Gamecocks Sports Network, broadcasting some Jacksonville State women's basketball this afternoon, no longer morning, here in Jacksonville. Gamecocks on top at the break, 30-29. As you can hear, we're swag surfing here at the Pete, a Kids Education Day game. It is packed out. We've got kids from Piedmont, we've got kids from Cleburne County, a raucous group. And we are glad to have them with us. We're glad to have you with us on the broadcast this afternoon. A look at some stats at the break. Jacksonville State up by a point against the Montevallo Falcons. Montevallo made the trip up. You know, last year lost just 69-64. Knew it was going to be a tough test. But, man, a 1-point difference. A hotly contested battle in this preseason exhibition. Start out with the Gamecocks. Leading scorer in this matchup for JSU is Jasmine Spencer. How about the guard coming off the bench and being perfect in her first half at Jacksonville State? Finishes with 8 points, 3 of 3 from field goals, 2 of 2 from long range. Has a rebound and a turnover as well in just 5 minutes. 8 points for Jazz Spencer. That is incredible. 6 points for Brooklyn McDaniel. She's got a couple of rebounds and an assist as well. 1 personal foul so far in this game. A couple of Gamecocks in foul trouble. 3 points, but 2 fouls for Madison McCoy. She's got a couple of rebounds. Brianna Rhodes, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 fouls as well. 3 points in this game for Elsie Harris. She knocked down an early 3 to open scoring. And then 2 points each for Rachel Johnson, Shaquise May, and Asia Barkley. Leading rebounder is Maya Barnes. No points, but 6 boards so far for her. And we've also seen in this game Samaya Steele, who has not credited a point or an assist yet, nor a rebound, but she has come in and played 11 minutes, done well guiding the offense in that point guard role. Jacksonville State to this point shooting 31.6% from the field, just 3 of 16 from deep though, and 3 of 8 from the free throw line. On the other end, Montevallo, they are led by Marissa Snodgrass. What a job she's done. She's knocked down 3 threes and had a couple of free throws, 3 rebounds as well for the senior. 8 points for Alicia Steger. Steger with those 8 points on 3 made field goals, had a free throw, and then 3 rebounds. 1 assist as well for Steger. 5 points for Callie Smallwood, freshman from Susan Moore. It's almost like she's played here before. She's done well. A couple of made field goals in the first half. 4 points from Anna Catherine Eastman, 1 point for Ramey Reed, and 3 rebounds for Ramey Reed as well. Montevallo has done much better shooting the ball in the first half than Jack State, much more efficiently, I should say. They are 10 of 25, so 40%, 41.7% from 3, and they've hit half of their free throw attempts. We're still about 3 minutes away from the start of the second half, so we'll be right back in just a bit. And we'll start the third quarter with you here on YouTube Live on the Gamecocks Sports Network. Stay with us. About set to start the second half of play here at Pete Matthews Coliseum. Jacksonville State 30 and Montevallo 29. Falcons, the Division II program out of the Gulf South Conference, has come in. They've played a very, very good first half. And Marissa Snodgrass just missed a layup that would have given them a lead. Jump ball will give it to Jacksonville State as Snodgrass and Crystal Asen got tied up going for the rebound. Madison McCoy will toss it in, the senior from Knoxville, Tennessee. She'll lob it to Elsie Harris. And back it goes to the red and white. Harris on the near sideline. Mobile, Alabama, her hometown. Played at the same high school that head coach Rick Petrie coached boys basketball at for several years back in the 90s. Brooklyn McDaniel stops at the edge of the lane. She'll pass it to Harris. She'll drive inside, and they call a charge. Put up a shot, was hoping for maybe a blocking foul, but instead a charge drawn by A.K. Eastman. First foul on Harris. Inbounds pass, bit of pressure put on that time by Madison McCoy, but Eastman gets to it in time. She'll walk it up the floor. Passes on the right side to Snodgrass. Snodgrass, multiple year starter. She puts up a three, but shot did not count. It's a foul away from the play, trying to get around a screen on Elsie Harris. And a couple of very fast fouls on Elsie here in the second half. I want to thank everybody for joining us on YouTube Live on this Wednesday morning, now afternoon, for the Kids Education Day game, Jack State and Montevallo. Exhibition to start 2023-24. They go down low, tipped and stolen. Brianna Rhodes comes away with it. Deflection by Madison McCoy. And here's Elsie Harris. She has it ripped away. Just pulled out of her hands by Snodgrass. Throws it to a speeding Isabel Grimes, who makes an easy layup, and the Falcons are back on top, 31-30. Another turnover by this Gamecock squad. Not something that we're very used to seeing. That is the 9th turnover now for Jack State. Brooklyn McDaniel, she's got it near the free throw line. Trying to coast, bring it up that right sideline. She'll spin and make a layup. McDaniel, the sophomore from Heflin, Alabama, makes it 32-31. Back on the other end, Falcons go quickly down the floor. A long two from Steger. She knocks it down, and Steger into double digits. She's got 10. Right back to Montevallo. The lead goes 33-32. Madison McCoy has it straight away. A screen set by Brianna Rhodes. Takes it in the paint, and she'll lay it off the glass. First made field goal of this game by Madison McCoy. She's got 5 points now. And tit for tat here in this third quarter. It's 34-33. Grimes, the freshman out of Kentucky. Kicks it in the corner to Marissa Snodgrass. Now to Eastman straight away. Back to the aforementioned Snodgrass on the wing. She'll have a nice little stutter step. Gets around the defense. And the layup is knocked home, 35-34. Seeing a lot of grit early in this second half by the Falcons. We saw a pretty high-scoring first half and then a bit lower scoring, or first quarter, and a lower scoring second period. McDaniel in the corner to Crystal Asen, and the long ball off the rim. Rebound falls to Snodgrass. Down the other way, Grimes, a tray, way too much on it. Almost like a long pass that gets intercepted by Madison McCoy. She gets the rebound. Goes to Elsie Harris. Harris will loop around the defense and restart the play. Heard some very good things in this fall camp out of Elsie Harris. Very promising player as Brooklyn McDaniel knocks a three down. Just the 4th made three of this game by Jacksonville State. She's got 11. It's 37-35, red and white. Snodgrass drives and a foul called. She has drawn several in this game, and that'll be the third of the third period against Elsie Harris. Elsie checks out. Samaya Steele comes in. Snodgrass to the free throw line. Callie Smallwood checks back in, the freshman from Montevallo. She'll give Eastman a breather. Snodgrass makes the first one. She's got 14 points now. That leads all scorers in this game. And the second freebie from the 5'4" speedster is good. 37-37, 6:21 to go in the third quarter. And Snodgrass will stay in the game. Ramey Reed checks in late. I believe she replaces Steger. Samaya Steele on the right side, the former Alabama State Hornet. Gives off to Madison McCoy. In the post, gives it off, long two for Brianna Rhodes, no good. And out of bounds off Jack State. Last touch, they'll say, by Brooklyn McDaniel. Gamecocks are going to press on the inbounds. Up the left side is Isabel Grimes. Done well in this game, not the biggest scorer, just 2 points, but has played good defense. They'll find her in the corner, and there's that scoring. She knocks down a three, 40-37. Montevallo up by 3. Their biggest lead has been 4 today. Here's Brianna Rhodes, layup good, count the basket, and a foul. Rhodes a chance for a three-point play, trying to knot it right back up.
Basket was good by Brianna Rhodes.
5:35 to play here in period number 3, and Rhodes to the charity stripe as Jasmine Spencer checks in for Crystal Asen. Free throw is good from Brianna Rhodes, 40-40. Grimes running point now for the Falcons. Takes it up past half court. Nearing the 5-minute mark of this third period. Right side, it's Gordon, now back to Grimes. Gordon in the corner, she's greeted by McDaniel quickly. 7 on the shot clock, it's Smallwood straight away. She'll try a contested 3, it's in and out. And it goes to Jasmine Spencer. The junior out of Bartow, Florida, past half court. They lob inside, tipped, ball on the floor. That should be a jump ball, and possession will go to Montevallo. But we've gotten under 5 minutes. That'll take us to the media break here in quarter number 3. It's Jacksonville State 40 and Montevallo 40. A tight one in the exhibition. Stay with us. Well, we just had Let It Go play at Pete Matthews Coliseum, and that was the loudest I've heard the Pete in quite some time. Kids Education Day game, you break out all the stops. And we got Piedmont Elementary School, we got Cleburne County Middle School. We appreciate them being here. You got to play Frozen, and they loved it. Falcons have it out of the timeout, and an immediate foul. That was an easy one to call on Samaya Steele. Kind of pushed Marissa Snodgrass, caught her in the ribs, and she's still feeling it. With the Falcons being in the bonus, that'll send number 5 to the line. Chance to put Montevallo back on top. Her first free throw is up, and it is good. This is not the only meeting between Jax State and a GSC opponent this season. The official home opener for women's basketball November 17th against Alabama Huntsville. UAH, the Chargers, coming down to the Pete for that showdown, as Snodgrass converts both free throws to make it 42-40. Jax State opening their season on Monday at Auburn. They'll head to Utah Tech on Thursday night, and then Mississippi State a week from Sunday. As the layup is missed on the other end by Brianna Rhodes. Back to the Falcons, trying to create a bit of a lead here. It's been a tight one throughout. The largest lead for either side is 4. Michaela Gordon out of McCalla, Alabama, loses it, lost it. They threw it right to Samaya Steele. Takes it up the center of the court. They lead a pass to Brianna Rhodes, now to McDaniel. Brooklyn's got it, weaving around defenders. Outside to an open Steele for 3, and it's off the iron, and it rolls out of bounds. Right at the 4-minute mark here in quarter number 3, 42-40, Falcons on top. Montevallo will open their season on November 10th in the GSC Sunshine State Crossover Classic down in Fort Lauderdale against Embry-Riddle. Their first game at home is November 14th against Birmingham Southern. Falcons got it down low, and a block from Brianna Rhodes. A rejection gets the ball, and then a foul called against number 12, Ramey Reed, who she had blocked just moments before. Good play by Brianna Rhodes. She gets the ball back for Jax State. And now a couple of new players on the floor. Asia Barkley in, and Kiara Griffin back in. Kiara Griffin was Jacksonville State's representative at the CUSA Basketball Media Days. That was at the Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville. 3-ball from Jasmine Spencer. She still ain't missed. This kid is electric. The third 3 of the game for Jazz Spencer. She's got 11, and it's 43-42. But immediately after an open 3 for the Falcons, comes up just a bit short and stays a 1-point lead for the Gamecocks. Samaya Steele has got it. Hazel Green High School product, Lady Trojan, 2-time Miss Basketball here in the state of Alabama. Back to Spencer, and finally she proves she's human. She misses one. Rebound tipped out of bounds by the Falcons. Makes her first 4 shots as a Gamecock. That's pretty good, I'd say. 2:51 to go in the quarter. 1-point Jax State lead. Gamecocks will throw it in via Samaya Steele as Jasmine Spencer jogs off. Crystal Asen checks back in. Spencer 11 points in 8 minutes. The give is to Asen. Now to Kiara Griffin. Down low they go. Inside it's McDaniel. Brooklyn around 3 Falcons, and she'll draw a foul. That should send her to the free throw line, and it will. McDaniel tied with Spencer now, a team high 11 points. 5 of 7 from the field, but this is her first trip to the line this year. And the first one is going to brick off the left side of that rim, no good. The second one from McDaniel is true. And you hear the Cleburne County section behind us going crazy as the former Lady Tiger makes a shot. She'll jog off as Rachel Johnson in those neon yellow sneakers comes out. Do not believe those were team issue. She gets around the press as Isabel Grimes off the inbounds pass. She'll take it past the timeline. Left side, a low pass, but picked up by A.K. Eastman. Now to Smallwood. Snodgrass with it, 15 on the shot clock. Asen in front of her on the wing. Bounces one for Sydney Jones near the baseline. She'll dribble into the paint. Left side to Smallwood. 5 on the clock, trying to get separation. Griffin on her, passes to Grimes. 2 on the clock. Grimes gets it off just in time, but it's missed. And it's a shot clock violation as it hit off the backboard. Couldn't find the rim, couldn't get a great shot selection that time, just smothering defense by the Gamecocks. Kiera Griffin will have it. It's 44-42. 2:08 to play here in the third quarter. Trying to add to this slim lead are the Gamecocks. Asia Barkley, the Anniston native with it. She spins once, throws it into the corner. This is Crystal Asen. Asen stops, layup good. Got to think that Asen is going to be a fan favorite, just her second made shot of this game, but the potential is incredible for her. And then an offensive foul as Kiera Griffin still bent over a moving screen, and she definitely took the brunt of that force. 4-point lead for the Gamecocks, their biggest today, 46-42, trying to get a bit more separation here on this offensive possession. A 6-0 run over the last minute and a half for Jack State. Montevallo has not scored in the last 3 minutes. Barkley with it straight away. She'll hand it off to Shaquise May. Now to Steele. Steele at the elbow. Over to Asen. Asen loses the dribble. It's a steal for Snodgrass. Over to Isabel Grimes, 2-on-2, and she lost it. Ball free at the baseline, and it's out of bounds. Jack State basketball. I think Anna Catherine Eastman that time wanted a foul called as Kiera Griffin went for the loose ball. Kind of shoulder checked her, knocked her to the ground, but nothing called. Both players were going for the loose basketball. Steele with it near side. She'll look, she'll pass it to Barkley straight away. And Asia Barkley is fouled. Bit too much that time by Sydney Jones. Her fourth personal foul in 4 minutes. That is probably not how you draw it up. Jones, a great player. JUCO transfer, big kid, but we have not been able to see much of what she can do because of the foul trouble that she's been in. Gamecocks in the bonus. The first free throw is true from Asia Barkley. Barkley up to 3 points now. Junior college transfer from Shelton State Community College. She was second in the entire NJCAA last year in shooting percentage. Part of a heralded program. Won an ACCC championship at Shelton State out in Tuscaloosa, and now returning back home to Calhoun County to play for the Gamecocks. Snodgrass running point for the Falcons, has the top of the key with 50 seconds to go in the third. Moves to the left, now back to the right side. They go to Callie Smallwood. Smallwood gets around Griffin. Gets a pass back down low, and Smallwood's layup is converted. She's got 7 now, and it's 48-44. 5-second difference between the shot and game clocks. 30 to go in the quarter. Griffin straight away with it. Drives down low, gives it off. A long two for Barkley off the rim. Rebounded by May. Wide open putback. Did a great job boxing out that time and made the shot. It's a 6-point lead. 50-44, and the Falcons holding off. Under 10 to play in the third quarter. Snodgrass with it, Asen in front of her. She pokes it away, picks it up, Crystal with it. 1 second to go, the layup is good. Crystal Asen with the steal and lays it up on the other end. And Jack State will carry an 8-point advantage into the fourth period. We'll come back with that fourth quarter in just a second here on the Gamecock Sports Network. Gamecocks up by 8 points as we head into the final period of play in this exhibition game, Kids Education Day game against Montevallo here at Pete Matthews Coliseum. Gamecocks with the ball to start the final stanza. It's Samaya Steele on the right side. She'll pass top of the key to Shaquise May. A handoff right back to Steele straight away. 6 on the shot clock, left side. A pass to Crystal Asen. She has it stolen, and she clotheslined Isabel Grimes, falling to the floor. Foul on Crystal. It was poked away that time by Grimes. Good play by the freshman defensively, and Asen, it's almost like she went to grab it as she was tripped up and got her arm caught around the neck of Grimes, brought her to the deck. I don't think it was intentional, but turned out to be like a WWE move. 9.5 to play in the game. It's back to the Falcons, who trail 52-44. That shot won't help. A 3-ball off the back of the rim, that time by Callie Smallwood. Rebound caught about a quarter of the way up the floor by May. Down the court it goes, Asia Barkley. Wide open under the basket for the first time. It's a double-digit game, 54-44. Snodgrass passes down low. Open shot missed by Steger. Contested rebound and a foul on Samaya Steele. That time the shot was wide open for Steger because Asia Barkley tried to undercut the route. I think she stepped wrong, lost her footing. Fortunate are the Gamecocks that it didn't result in an easy shot, or easy points at least. 3-ball from Steger, off the front of the rim and caught by May. May, junior out of Atlanta, played at Rockdale County High School in the Peach State. Passes to Samaya Steele. Retreats near the three-point line, now walks it to the right side. Pass goes to Barkley. In the corner, wide open is Queese. 3! Scoring run continues for Jacksonville State. Make it a 17-2 run for the Gamecocks. Pass goes down low. Steger now on the left wing to Smallwood. Falcons looking for something, anything here as Snodgrass lost the dribble. She'll pick it back up, gives to Smallwood, and the freshman cannot connect from long range. Falls to Jazz Spencer. Ahead it goes, Samaya Steele. She'll spin back outside to the junior, and Spencer rims out. And then a foul again on Samaya Steele going for the board. Correction, that goes on Montevallo. That is Anna Catherine Eastman. Inbounds pass from Steele goes into Spencer. Right side. This is Samaya Steele. Back to the left, Kiera Griffin. She'll try a tray. It's off the rim. Goes right to Asia Barkley, though. She'll spin around 2 defenders. Her layup, no good. Gets her on board. This time she's triple teamed, and the shot missed again. Another board. Make it this time. She got it, and she got fouled. What a possession that time by Barkley. Try again. She had 3 rebounds and finally a made shot. Barkley up to 8 points. She's got 4 rebounds now. Trying to add the point after. 59-44 your score. Jack State on top, 7:31 to go. 7-0 run to start this fourth period for the Gamecocks. Correction, it's now 8-0. 60-44, made free throw. Snodgrass will lead the Falcons up the floor, looking for their first points of this period. Eastman on the left wing, goes downstairs, and it's stolen. Through it right in the direction of Asia Barkley. And then a steal on the other end as it's intercepted by Isabel Grimes. Grimes stops in transition, jumper, no good, and picked up by Barkley again. With a big fourth period, Asia Barkley could have a double-double. She's only played 11 minutes. She's not far away from it. Spencer in the corner. May, three-pointer. Yes. Watch out. Queese is heating up. And she stomps on Bill Jones' court as timeout is taken. It's a 19-point game. Jack State leads it 63-44, 6:47 to go. We welcome you back to our coverage of Jacksonville State women's basketball here on the Gamecock Sports Network. 6:47 to go here in the fourth period. Jack State up 19, 63-44 on Montevallo. Falcons with the ball out of that timeout. Grimes up the court. She'll give it off to Snodgrass. Handoff on the left wing. This is Eastman. Eastman passes straight away. Jumping around in transition is Snodgrass, and she's fouled. I think she definitely sold that time as she was going to come down on the court. It was going to be a double dribble. They call the foul on Brianna Rhodes. She turns around, nods her head, said, "Yep, you got me." So Snodgrass back to the line. She's got 17 points in this game, and she misses her first free throw, started 6 of 6. Rhodes with 5 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist in her first start today. Misses both of them. And the rebound by Brianna Rhodes. Jasmine Spencer gets the pass ahead to Asen, now back to Spencer. Left side, this is Kiera Griffin. She'll try a three, and she'll make the three. First make of the day for Kiera Griffin. Was not the start in her senior year she was hoping for, but hey, it's all up from here. And a pass goes the wrong way on the opposite side. It's intercepted by Jazz Spencer. Jack State back with it, now up 22 points. And the route is on. A layup for Jazz Spencer. Has a team best 13. 5:43 to play. Falcons have got it. It's Sydney Jones. Tosses to Grimes, and it's blocked. Swatted out of there by Shaquise May. Big second half by Queese. She's got 10 points, 4 rebounds, an assist, and now a block. Wanting to see big things this year from Shaquise after some contributions last year as a sophomore. Shot no good out of that inbounds pass by Marissa Snodgrass. Goes to Jack State. 68-44, Gamecocks on top. 5:15 to go in this ball game. Crystal Asen, floater off the backboard, good. 70-44. Halfway through this fourth period, a scramble for the ball. Asen's got it. Jump ball is called. It'll be Montevallo basketball out of this media timeout. 70-44, Gamecocks cruising here in the fourth period, up big. Falcons have it out of the media timeout. Under 5 to play in this ball game. Jack State up big, 70-44 as the shot goes out of bounds from Montevallo, but tipped by Jacksonville State. It's a good way to start the year. You know, last year Jack State welcomed Montevallo as this inbounds pass is tipped out by Jazz Spencer. Welcomed them here last year, and it was a tight game. Gamecocks didn't pull away until very late, and they only won by 5. And outscoring the Falcons 40-15 in the second half here. Pass inside, tipped by Kiera Griffin, but corralled by the Falcons. Steger had it. They go to Snodgrass, drives in the lane, kicks it to Steger, and a foul. It's a shooting foul's the initial call. That'll send Alicia Steger to the line. Kiera Griffin, the guilty party.
That's the
Fourth team foul. So the next one will have the Falcons in the bonus. Steger's got 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists today, just 1 of 2 at the line. And she makes the first one to make it 2 for 3. Hits both. It's a 24-point game, 70-46. Remember that Jacksonville State is back in action. The season opener Monday, November 6th on the road at Auburn. We'll be right back here with you on the Gamecock Sports Network for that one. You can hear all the women's basketball broadcasts this season live on YouTube. And we will have links for each broadcast on the schedule page at jackstatesports.com. Kiera Griffin swings one to the right wing. It's Jazz Spencer, now to Crystal Asen. Back to Spencer. She is wide open, but just a bit too much on it. Crystal gets the offensive rebound. Goes to Brianna Rhodes, who will drive, lay up, no problem. Another one for Rhodes, and timeout taken by the Falcons. They want to talk it over after that quick score. A 30-second timeout with 4:03 to go. We'll keep it here. We'll take a look at the schedule, what we're looking at here in the next couple of weeks for the Gamecocks. Mentioned they open the season Monday at Auburn. That game being played at Neville Arena down on the Plains will tip off at 7 p.m. Central. Then they'll head west to St. George, Utah. They'll actually fly out next Tuesday, spend some time in Vegas, and then make the short trip to St. George to take on the Utah Tech Trailblazers. That's part of the CUSA WAC Challenge, the crossover to help with scheduling this year. The Gamecocks will go to Utah Tech. Later in the season, they will host UT Arlington. Next Sunday, November 12th, Jack State at Mississippi State, another SEC test early in the year. 2 p.m. start time on the 12th. Home opener Friday, November 17th against Alabama Huntsville, 6:30 start time. And a 6:30 start time 3 days later, Monday, November 20th, against Life University out of Marietta, Georgia. Back to play, the Falcons get it into Marissa Snodgrass. Crystal Asen all over her in defense. Goes to Callie Smallwood, now back to Snodgrass. Smallwood tries a three on the wing, it's off the rim. And it's over to Jazz Spencer. Underhand toss to Crystal Asen in the corner. Spencer loops around, had the numbers advantage, and the layup goes in. Defender had fallen down, and they found the open player. And now almost a steal for Jazz Spencer. Isabel Grimes holds on to it. Kicks it away to Callie Smallwood. She's left unguarded in the corner, and Grimes makes a three. The time called as Jazz Spencer still on the floor. The trainer, Divine Mathis, comes out. I think she's okay. Might have just hit the floor a bit too hard. They're going to get her checked out. It's 74-49 after that made three by Grimes. Jack State on top with 3:21 to go. Outscored Montevallo 22-15 in the third, and now 22-5 here in the fourth period. Offense has been impressive for Jack State, as McDaniel and Divine Mathis help Jazz Spencer off the floor. You don't want to lose her. Has a team best 15 points, 6 made field goals. Of course, it's unofficial, but what a way to start your college career, your Division I college career at that. Elsie Harris back in the game for Jack State, got into some early foul trouble. She'll kick it over to Crystal Asen, and she joins the three party. Asen into double-digit scoring with 11 now at 77-49. 4 Gamecocks with 10 or more points. Kayla Gordon on the right side. Back to Snodgrass, who's played every minute. Loops around Harris, gives in the corner to Gordon. Three was partially blocked. Rebound and putback is good from Callie Smallwood, but they're going to wipe off the shot. No, they won't. They will count it. So Smallwood got it off just in time. She's got 9 and a chance to make it 10 if she can hit the and one. She did. Good start to the college career of the freshman Callie Smallwood. It was fun watching her with Susan Moore, and now at Montevallo, wishing the best for her and this team this season. Long two in transition, Elsie Harris, no good. Rebound putback is good. Number 10, Brianna Rose, shaking her head. Don't play with her. She ain't the one. 79-52. Rhodes has got 9 and trying to make it 10 with this free throw. Made her only attempt from the charity stripe earlier. And she's 2 for 2. 80 points for Jack State, 10 points for Bree. And with 2:31 to go, it's a 28-point difference, 80-52. Grimes leading the Falcons up the court. Go left side to Snodgrass. In the corner to Grimes, falling out of bounds, she'll throw it away. It goes to Michaela Gordon. Found an open teammate at just the right time. Downstairs to Sydney Jones, working against Maya Barnes, and it's blocked. Knocked away by Barnes, ball on the floor, and Jack State has it. It's Brooklyn McDaniel. They call a jump ball, possession to Jack State. These kids and the fans sticking around until the very last moment. Jack State up big with 2:01 to go. getting ready to celebrate a season-opening exhibition victory. McCoy bounces it into Elsie Harris as the JSU chant starts up again. Elsie gives on the left side to B-Mac. McDaniel to the right. Now to Samaya Steele. Dribbles behind her back and loses the ball. It rolls to the baseline where it's picked up by the Falcons. Snodgrass. Grimes layup way off the mark. Rebound was taken by Sydney Jones, just ripped away by Barnes again. Another steal. Over to Elsie Harris, a three. Harris has got 6 points, second made tray. And it's a 30-point game. It's 83-52, a 31-point difference. Snodgrass on the wing. Lost a dribble. Got it back. Left side, a three for Smallwood, and they trade trades. Callie Smallwood, really good game, 13 points. Here's Elsie Harris again. Darts to the right, takes it herself, layup rolls in. 85-55. Smallwood down the middle to the left corner. They pass it to Grimes. Back to Snodgrass, she's got 17. Beyond the arc, 10 to go. Downstairs to Sydney Jones, layup blocked. Knocked away by Barnes. Jones gets it back. And this shot won't go. Rebounded by Brooklyn McDaniel. The shot clock is off. And Petrie tells them to slow it down and hold on to it. That'll be all she wrote. It will be a 30-point victory for Jacksonville State to kick off the 2023-24 campaign. It was 30-29 at halftime, and the final score after a big second half, 85-55.
Your final score, ladies and gentlemen, the Jack State Gamecocks 85, the Montevallo Falcons 55.
A big winner to start the season for Jack State. We'll have the first official contest coming your way on Monday from Neville Arena in Auburn as the Gamecocks take on the Auburn Tigers. Tip-off set for 7 p.m. Central Time. We hope to see you there. If you can't make the trip down to Lee County, we'll have all the action for you here on the Gamecock Sports Network. For everybody with Jack State Athletics and Jacksonville State Women's Basketball, Logan Maddox signing off. Before we officially head away, take a look at some final stats. Jazz Spencer, a team-best 15 points for Jack State. She added 4 rebounds. 12 points today for Brooklyn McDaniel. She had 3 rebounds and an assist. Crystal Asen finishes with 11 as well, 3 rebounds for the junior out of Washington. 10 points for Bree Rhodes, had 5 rebounds and an assist. 9 points in the game for Asia Barkley, most in the second half. 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Elsie Harris with 8 points today, most of those coming in the fourth quarter. 1 rebound, 2 assists for the junior point guard. 5 points today for Madison McCoy. Got the start, played 19 minutes, looked good with 3 rebounds as well. 3 points for Kiera Griffin. Didn't have to play a ton, got some younger players some playing time today. 2 points for Rachel Johnson as well in this matchup. 7 rebounds for Maya Barnes. Can't overlook that. No points, but did her thing crashing boards. And 1 assist by Samaya Steele. Played some very tough defense. Jacksonville State outshoots Montevallo 47% to 37% from the field. They were outshot 33%, or rather 35% to 33% from beyond the arc. Gamecocks out-rebounded Montevallo 46-26 and had 39 points from their bench today, 40 points in the paint. Again, that'll do it. A successful exhibition and a Kids Education Day game here at the Pete. Logan Maddox again signing off. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. We'll talk to you Monday from Auburn. Thank you so much. Your final score, Jack State 85, Montevallo 55.